Hello everybody, what's up? It's Emily from Saturday, now on Tuesday. So yeah, you get your early dose as Mona explained in her video. Natasha and Alice are away on holiday. Well, Natasha just got back, so Alice and Natasha will be making their videos later in the week. So yes, so this week is SWATH slash Kristen week, but before I get into that, I'd just like to wish you guys a happy Robston Day. So, as some of you may not know, a year ago today, August 16th, this picture was taken uh, in Montreal outside of a hotel room. Rob and Kristen kissing, obviously, as you can see. So, this kind of marked like the beginning of their small, tiny little minuscule declarations of their relationship. I think they do small little tidbits of that for us. They don't do it for anybody else but us, and for themselves, obviously. So happy Robston Day, and hope you guys have a great day for them. And yeah, so and that sounded a lot less weird in my head, and I hope I got what I wanted to get across. Okay, so let's begin SWATH week, shall we, by answering these questions. First up, what are my expectations for SWATH? I think this movie will be completely badass and a lot of action packed. It's definitely not going to be like the Disney version of Snow White with a lot of singing and dancing, trees and flowers and animals and la di da da. It's going to be a lot of action packed stuff, which is really cool. So I have very high expectations that this movie will be awesome, and I can't wait to see it next June. Next question. Do I think Kristen is right for the part? At the beginning, when the first rumors were starting to come out that she could possibly be in Snow White, as Snow White, I was a little iffy. I was kind of like interested to know why she would want to be this part, or what drew her to this role. And from what I've conceived from the Comic Con panel and the interviews, she's very devoted and very convicted to tell the story of Snow White, and she's very drawn to it. And I've heard in other interview that she doesn't like doing a movie unless she feels like in her gut like she has to tell the story, and she obviously found something in Snow White and the character in the story that she like relates to in some way, shape, or form. And I'm very interested to see how she will play the role of Snow White, and I'm pretty sure she will do an amazing, awesome job like she always does. Next question. How do you think Kristen will handle the accent? I think she'll handle it to the best of her ability. From what I've heard from Comic Con, that one little interview with Rob, she does perfectly from what I can tell. I myself do not do it really well. I don't do a British accent very well, although Natasha and Mona will gladly disagree on that. I don't think I do it very well. I do think that there will be a speaking coach or like a language coach maybe on the set for the cast members to help them build their British accent. I also do believe that Kristen will probably ask Rob for tips on how to do a British accent and everything. So that'll be good as well. And yeah, I think she'll do as best she can, and which will probably be phenomenal. Next question. What do I think of the cast? I don't really have an opinion on the dwarves, but I do think they look really, really, really cool, really badass. I've said badass a lot in this video, but whatever. They look awesome. Charlize Theron, some of you know that in the beginning I was a little bit like about her because she kept egging Kristen on, and I think professionally, before you egg a person on that you're going to work with, you should know more about them, or you guys should get kind of more acquainted rather than just egging them on right off the bat. But I do see that the reason she did that was to just kind of loosen everybody up, to kind of be like, hey, this is going to be fun, I'm excited, are you excited, da da da, and kind of to bring Kristen out of her cell. So I am forgiving towards her, but in the beginning I was kind of like, you bitch, shut up, Kristen is my girl, don't do that with her. Chris Hemsworth, the Huntsman. I don't really have an opinion on him. I think he will do good. He looks good for the role. He looks the part, obviously. Non-shaven, long hair, whatever. I have not seen him in any other movie at all. I don't particularly think he looks that cute, but that's just my opinion. I'm sorry if you like him, but he does look like good for the role. Sam, I think that's his name. I don't know his name. He's going to be playing the prince. I think he looks good as the prince, I think. And, yeah, in my opinion, I think it just might be me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just the way the makeup, they did his makeup, or maybe, I don't even know. But he looks kind of evil in the picture, in my opinion. But that's just me. Just saying. Other than that, I think the cast looks really good, and I can't wait to see what they'll do. Next question. Trilogy or not? I hate it when, personally, I hate it when movies, are like, made into sequels when they really don't need to be made into sequels. I think that if they feel, in order to tell the whole story of Snow White, that they're going to need a trilogy or another movie or whatever, then by all means make a trilogy. But if they're just going to be making a trilogy just for money, then by all means don't make it. So that's short, sweet, to the point, my opinion on sequels to movies. I hate it when movies are made into sequels or made into trilogies when there's really no need for them. They're just being made to make more money, which is stupid in my opinion. It's a waste of people's time and money, like I just said. Okay, so next question. What do I think of Disney Snow White? It's not my favorite Disney movie. It's not in my top 5 or even my top 10. The only 2 reasons I like the Disney Snow White is that it's classic Disney. It's hand-drawn, not computer-generated, although I do love some computer-generated Disney films. Not all of them. I do like that it's classic, it's simple, it's easy, it's cute. And then second reason is the dwarfs. My favorite dwarf being Dopey. Love him, he's so cute. Other than that, I don't really particularly like the plot. I don't really like the storyline. I just don't like any of the songs really, except for the Seven Dwarfs song, Hi Ho. I love that song. It's really cute. Other than that, I don't particularly like Snow White at all in the least. Which leads me to, what's my favorite Disney princess? My 4 favorite Disney princesses. Number 1 being Belle. I've always loved her, and I've always loved that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I relate to Belle more because she's a lot like me. So she's always reading. She's very much a nerd-y princess. She's not like any of the other princesses that I've come to know from Disney. So I love her. Second girl, she's not considered a princess, but I consider her a princess in my own mind. So it's Alice from Alice in Wonderland. I love that movie. That is my favorite movie of all time. Not the Tim Burton version, the older version. I love Alice in Wonderland. I can seriously, continuously watch that movie nonstop. I will never get bored with that movie. I love all the songs. I love everything about that movie. Number 3, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I love her. Mostly for the fact that I wish I was a mermaid and I can live in the ocean and I can have a friend that's a fish. Well, maybe a dolphin. I'd probably change that to a dolphin because I love dolphins more than fish because I've had a lot of fish in my time, and no, I want to have a friend that's a dolphin. Personally, if I was Ariel, I'd marry a merman. I wouldn't want to marry a human. I mean, humans are boring. We're boring creatures. Mermaids are a lot cooler, and I think mermans are a lot cooler and sexier. So, yeah. Random. Wouldn't he be a hot merman? Sorry, the thought popped in my head of Rob as a merman. That was a really weird image, but yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Got off track for a second. Next question. After The Little Mermaid, sorry, I did this. I'm sorry. Okay, my fourth favorite Disney princess is Rapunzel from Tangled. I love that movie. If you haven't seen that movie, it's really good. I think Rapunzel is a great movie, and I think she is a cute little character. She's a new Disney princess, and she's very spontaneous, very independent, and she knows what she wants, and I love her. And she's really funny as well. Also, next question, which princess is Kristen most like? I think she's a combination of Belle and Rapunzel. Belle, she's intelligent, she knows what she is, she reads a lot, she is kind, considerate, she is not afraid to be who she is, which is what Kristen is. She's very much like Belle, and also she's like Rapunzel, because Rapunzel knows what she wants, and she will fight tooth and nail to get it, and she will defend you to the death, I believe. And also, Rapunzel's very spontaneous, and I think that when she's around people that she's comfortable with, she is willing to come out of her shell just a tad bit, unlike, whereas in front of the camera, she's very much closed off, she's very time, you know, like really just inside herself, and then when she's around people she knows, she just comes out. And so I think that's what Kristen is, you know. A little bit of Rapunzel, a little bit of Belle. And then an extra question, if Rob were in the movie, would he play the huntsman or the prince? Now, my fangirl's saying prince, but personally, I would love to see him in the huntsman. From what Mona has said, that the huntsman is a very complex character, and I would love to see Rob play a complex character, because that'll just show how well he is as an actor. And also, for personal reasons, it'd be nice for him to be in another movie where he doesn't have to shave. Not that I don't think he's sexy when he does shave. He looks sexy either way. Any way, shape, or form, he looks hot. But I would love to see him in a movie where he just has the beard and he looks kind of like a hobo caveman, and he'd be a hot caveman hobo person. And I just love it when he has the beard. Oh, when he has the full beard. Rob is honestly the only guy who actually, in my opinion, looks hot with a beard. I personally don't like guys with beards. Rob is the only guy that I've ever liked with a beard. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. And so yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about SWATH. I don't know too much. I know Mona and Alice have read the script. I have not read the script, and I don't plan on reading the script. Also, SWATH has just started filming because they were postponed for the riots in London, and hopefully those end soon. From what Natasha had said in one of her recent videos on her main channel, it sounds really sad and depressing, and I hope that ends, because people just need to chillax, dude. Sorry, my hair looks like crap. So I hope the riots end, and I can't wait to see where SWATH ends up and everything, and how the movie will be portrayed, and I can't wait to see it as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go now, and again, happy Robsten Day. Please feel the Robsten love today and celebrate. Look at your favorite Robsten pictures, or just, you know, watch a Rob movie or a Kristen movie or Twilight. I don't know. Do whatever you can to celebrate Robsten Day. So I'll see you guys next week, and you'll see Lucy tomorrow. That's really weird to say, because usually I just say hey, bye, because I'm at the end of the week. Now I'm just saying see Lucy. So yeah. Bye. Awkward ending.